At the beginning of the movie, we meet a girl named Mara, who is enjoying a happy life with her husband. They have a niece named Vanya, whom they recently adopted after her parents passed away under mysterious circumstances. Mara and Aiden adore Vanya, but she still deeply misses her mother and often feels melancholy. Aiden owns a toy factory where he designs and sells dolls. Recently, he created a doll named Sabrina that became very popular with children. To delight his wife, he crafted a special second edition of the Sabrina doll, which turned out to be truly remarkable. Myra cherished this gift from Aiden. The scene shifts to Vanya at school, where one of her friends, named Dato, is playing the Charlie game. He is attempting to summon his grandmother's spirit into the real world through this game. Vanya is captivated by what she witnesses. Dato informs Vanya that to end the game, people are supposed to pray so that the spirits can return. He also tells her about an iOS app that supposedly helps locate soul. Intrigued, Vanya borrows the Charlie game board from Dato. Meanwhile, Vanya attempts to summon her mother's soul into the real world using the game. She starts feeling as though her mother's soul has indeed arrived. The iOS app supposedly begins detecting this soul, but it turns out to be a hoax, revealing Mara instead of her mother. Mara tucks Vanya into bed in her room and gives her the Sabrina doll before she falls asleep. While Vanya sleeps, the doll's eyes mysteriously move, indicating that a soul from the Charlie game has entered the Sabrina doll. The next day, Sabrina is seen moving on its own and changing positions, frightening Vanya deeply. That night, when Vanya uses the iOS app again, she encounters a supposed soul which turns out to be fake. However, a real spirit pulls Vanya into the closet. The following morning, Vanya tells Myra about this encounter, but her aunt explains that her mother, Andini, is no longer in this world, despite Andini being visibly present. The next night, Myra witnesses Andini in their house, but suddenly, she transforms into a demon. She attempts to kill Myra, prompting screams and a frantic escape. Hearing the commotion, Aiden rushes to their aid. The demon attacks both of them relentlessly, refusing to let them escape until they manage to break free, narrowly saving their lives. Realizing their home harbors a malevolent entity, they seek help from paranormal experts Miss Laras and her husband, Mr. Rayner. Miss Laras accompanies them back to their house immediately. There she endeavors to send Andini back to her realm using the Charlie game. However, during the attempt, the game board unexpectedly catches fire, engulfing it in flames. Simultaneously, the house plunges into darkness as the lights fail. In the darkness, the demon possesses Vanya, who then attacks Miss Laras to prevent her from proceeding. Despite the assault, Miss Laras manages to fend off the possessed Vanya and expel the demon from her body. However, now free, the demon launches a vicious attack on everyone present, sparking a chaotic struggle. In the ensuing confrontation, they engage in a fierce battle against the demon. Eventually, Miss Laras successfully traps the demon within the confines of the same house, locking it inside to contain its malevolent presence. Laras makes a critical error by taking the Sabrina doll with her, allowing the devil Bhagya to inhabit it and escape alongside them. Recognizing the demon, Laras reveals its name and nature. Bhagya is not an ordinary spirit, but a powerful offspring of a demon. During this revelation, they learn the truth about Vanya's parents' deaths. Laras explains that Bhagya had possessed Vanya's mother, leading her to kill her own father as well. Despite their efforts, Laras and Reynard manage to send Bhagya back to its own realm, but tragically, Andini dies in the process. It's revealed that Vanya inadvertently summoned Andini back using the Charlie game, which inadvertently allowed Bhagya to return as well. Now they face the challenge of permanently defeating Bhagya. The only way to kill Bhagya is for Laras to stab it with a dagger passed down through generations, in its true form. This dagger was specifically crafted to slay Bhagya. At this time, Reynard possessed the dagger, which he discovered years ago in a cave where the demon had hidden it. The next day, Bhagya becomes active again and possesses Myra. Under its influence, Mara uses the dagger to attack everyone until they manage to subdue her and bring her back home. At their house, Laras performs an exorcism on Mara, revealing that Bhagya was originally summoned into this world by a human long ago. This revelation leads to a change in the story's focus. Years earlier, Aiden had a brother named Arka, and their father owned a toy company. The father favored Arka's toy designs, causing Aiden to feel jealous. Upon their father's death, 60% of the inheritance was allocated to Arka, leaving only 40% for Aiden. Aiden's deep concern over his inheritance led him to seek out a magician for help in eliminating his brother, Arka, using black magic to claim the entire family fortune. The magician summoned the demon Bhagya into our world, which desired a human vessel. Initially targeting Arka, the demon failed to possess him but successfully took hold of Arka's wife, Andini, who later became Vanya's mother. When Laras confronted Bhagya, the ensuing struggle resulted in the deaths of both Andini and Arkai. Aiden's actions ultimately made him responsible for the tragic demise of Vanya's parents. Meanwhile, Bhagya's demon continued its quest for another human body. After possessing Aiden due to his strong body, the demon attacks everyone. Reynard manages to expel the devil from Aiden's body, but it retaliates by assaulting Laras in its true form. Laras fights back and ultimately kills the demon using the inherited dagger. In the movie's final scenes, the police arrest Aiden for his involvement in the tragic events. The ending shows Myra and Vanya living peacefully together. Shortly after, Laras and Reynard receive news of another paranormal doll case, hinting at ongoing supernatural challenges. Nothing is shown beyond that. The movie ends here.